Good afternoon. Well, I guess it's not quite afternoon yet. Good day, anyway. It's good to have you join me this morning or today, whatever time it is. Here at Midweek Musings here at Trinity Heights United Methodist Church. I'm Kent Little, Senior Pastor. It is good to have you join me in this moment, or whether you find this later on our YouTube channel or on our Facebook page. Anyway, just kind of continuing theme, kind of a quiet day today, quiet week today. Not a lot going on. Getting geared up for Bible school in July, and just carrying on the work of the church. Last week, many of you know, I went to annual conference, as I mentioned. Annual conference was in Salina. It was a good annual conference. We had some very inspiring preachers. We got the work of the conference done in an efficient time. It was a good gathering. We were there from basically Wednesday evening through Saturday noon, and passed some good resolutions around a statement against Christian nationalism, a statement speaking out against the genocide that is happening in the Middle East, especially in Gaza, and some other resolutions that had to do with paid time off in our conference and that kind of thing. So, and creation care. So had that done. We voted on our regionalization plan for the whole denomination, the worldwide denomination. We won't know the results of that. They said probably till sometime in the fall. So anyway, so we got a lot of good work done. And so appreciate the church's engagement in that process. Last Sunday we worked on, as I mentioned, I think Pentecost. I did something a little different than I had planned. Some of what I encountered at the annual conference kind of sparked some ideas and thoughts, and so we talked about the usual Pentecost reading in the book of Acts. We talked about the benefits and the destructive power of wind and fire, which are good images of Pentecost, and how we are to tend the fires of productive and right and just and merciful transformation in the world. And so anyway, so I had a good Sunday. This next Sunday, this coming Sunday is Peace with Justice Sunday in our church, and I think there's some special things going to happen with that. So I hope you can be here either in person or online. Our mission committee is going to be doing some special things around peace with justice. And so anyway, hope you can take that in. Just this has been on my mind, as it has with a lot of folks, I think, if we've watched the news and the continued unrest in our nation, especially around the ICE and what often appears to be the unjust sweeping up of immigrants. Oftentimes it appears without really a lot of concern for whether the immigrants are here, whether they're documented or not, whether they have followed the immigration process, which desperately needs overhauled. And so I just lift that up this morning, to be in prayer for our country, be in prayer for those who have been elected and called to lead us, and for those who live in fear of being separated from their families, live in fear of being deported without due process, without a just cause. And so be in prayer about that. And not only prayer, I mean, not prayer, yes, but we are also called, prayer is supposed to be active. So how do we get involved? How do we, what do we do in that respect? So prayer for me is not just asking God for God's guidance and justice and mercy and compassion and grace, but also doing something about it, writing letters to our representatives, calling our representatives, speaking our mind about what we see going on in the world around us, and especially in our country, especially now where it seems many times it appears that we're not paying enough attention to our Constitution, let alone human rights, and promoting justice for all persons. And so anyway, it's a troubling time, and so I hope each of us find ways to be involved, to speak up when we see injustice happening, speak up when we see and hear of discrimination and racism and sexism, ageism, all the isms. Right now, this time of year, being attentive to the unjust treatment of our LGBTQ persons in our communities and in our country. So anyway, there's a lot to be concerned about right now. So I hope we are praying for our country, praying that God would indeed give us wisdom, give us all wisdom, to find ways to make this a better place to live, a more just, compassionate, grace-filled place to live. So I hope you have that on your mind today, as I do. But most of all, thank you for joining me. Like I said, hope you can come join us in person or online this coming Sunday with Peace with Justice Sunday, talking specifically about justice and what that looks like, and how we live that out and how we practice that in our own lives and in our own communities. So thank you for being here. I hope you are having a great day. I think it is a pretty day outside. I got here, I don't know, about 7:30, 8 o'clock. Oh, no, that's not right. I got here about 8:30 or 9 o'clock. Anyway, it was the start of a pretty day. And so I assume it's still nice outside, so I hope you can get outside in the nice weather. And as we always share here at Trinity Heights, we strive to be a light and to love one another, every single other, until there are no others, only one beloved community of all. Thank you for being here. Have a great day. Goodbye, and God bless.